Section 9 of Little Masterpieces of American Wit and Humor, Volume 2. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Melvin Lee. Little Masterpieces of American Wit and Humor, Volume 2, edited by Thomas Lansing Mason. Section 9, The Coquette, a Portrait, by John Godfrey Saxe. "You're clever at drawing, I own," said my beautiful cousin Lizette, as we sat by the window alone. "But say, can you paint a coquette?" "She's painted already," quoth I. "Nay, nay," said the laughing Lizette, "now none of your joking, but try and paint me a thorough coquette." "Well, cousin," at once I began, in the ear of the eager Lizette, "I'll paint you as well as I can that wonderful thing, a coquette. She wears a most beautiful face." "Of course," said the pretty Lizette, "and isn't deficient in grace, or else she were not a coquette. And then she is daintily made," a smile from the dainty Lizette, "by people expert in the trade of forming a proper coquette. She's the winningest ways with the bow." "Go on," said the winning Lizette, "but there isn't a man of them knows the mind of the fickle coquette. She knows how to weep and to sigh," a sigh from the tender Lizette, "but her weeping is all in my eye, not that of the cunning coquette. In short, she's a creature of art." "Oh, hush," said the frowning Lizette, "but merely with the ghost of a heart, enough for a thorough coquette." "And yet I could easily prove—" "No, don't," said the angry Lizette, "the lady is always in love with herself, the coquette." "There, now do not be angry, you know, my dear little cousin Lizette. You told me a moment ago to paint you a thorough coquette." Henry Ward Beecher, in his famous speech at Manchester, England, in which he talked for an hour against a howling mob of rebel sympathizers before he gained their attention, was interrupted by a man in the audience who shouted, "Why didn't you whip the Confederates in 60 days as you said you would?" "Because," replied Beecher, "we found we had Americans to fight instead of Englishmen." End of section 9.